Fantastic. All right, my good people, my name is Tunmise Ajeigbe. This is another edition of special edition of my interaction with the presidential aspirant of NSU. And I have here with me Fatima Gimba, who is aspiring to occupy the seat of NSU, Nigerian Student Union of CIU, Cyprus International University, to be the one leading the largest community on the island. And I have here with me my co-host Akolawole Mukodis. Mukodis, please take time to introduce yourself, just short.
Yeah, so we have shown our people. My name is Mukodis Kolawole, and like you guys know, I'm an artificial intelligence engineering student, currently studying at Cyprus International University. Yeah.
So and on to the next, our guest. I know her maybe just for a few times on campus, just we frequently met, and she is on the contest to be the next president of NSU, and that's why we want to have this conversation to surround about his aspiration and how he's going to get there and everything that she has in mind for the well-meaning Nigerian student of CIU. Please, I just want you to introduce yourself properly. I know a few things about you, but you will be able to express yourself better.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Fatima Gimba. I'm a fifth-year pharmacy student in Cyprus International University. I'm aspiring for the presidential position of Nigerian Students Union. I have a team. Our team's name is the Rebirth Team. I'm the presidential aspirant, Eniola is the vice president aspirant, and Sadiq is the secretary general aspirant. I've been in the union for 4 years, and I am ready to make changes in my own way.
So I think I'm the only one that I haven't said to the world that I am a student of CIU. I'm also a student of Cyprus International University. I'm a master's student studying information communication technology in education. I'm a freelance journalist, and my work has been featured in so many national dailies like Sarah Reporter, Premium Time in Nigeria. And I basically do journalism. Now let's get to it. Miss Fatima Gimba, it is very good to have somebody of your gender who can boldly say things are wrong in the student unionism on campus and really want to bring about change to what I'm saying. But I really want to understand your plight. What is it that you have differently, the offering you have differently that you want to dish out and make you special and you think you'll be the best person to lead the largest community of students on the island?
Okay, so aside from my experience, because while I've been in the union for 4 years, I've been in so many different people. I think I have gotten to a point where relating with people, understanding people is something I wouldn't say I've mastered, obviously, but it's something I have really learned. I've seen what is going on. I've spoken to a lot of people and all of that. There's that. And I feel being a woman does a lot too. In the union, normally we have a lot of men inside, but then women also have ideas, and having a woman on the mantle automatically brings in more women in. There is that. Experiences I've shared that perhaps others haven't. I've lived in school, so I can relate to school. I've been in the island and I've been schooling for 5 years. I can relate to those issues. I take the bus every day. I can relate to that as well. I've experienced, I feel, what makes me different from others.
What are your agenda?
In terms of experiencing the issue.
What are your agenda? We want to know
Okay.
your plans.
So we have 10 key agendas. Structural reform, that means reforming the structure of the union itself, because in order for us to make change, we first have to make sure that the union itself is stable enough to make it. Because if internally we're having issues, that you can't give out. You understand? So if we have a strong foundation of people who are willing to do it, people who have great ideas, then we can be able to achieve a lot. Then we have foundation implementation. The foundation is a trust fund set up to cushion students' problems. So the aim is to assist students with issues. We intend to do things like food basket, assisting those who come in and are yet to be settled with their accommodation and things like that. It's basically giving support in a financial sense, but not literally giving the money. You understand?
Okay.
So setting up places people to listen, yeah. So aside that, we have being strong voices for the voiceless students. In this position, we are in a place where we can enter any office in school. Okay, this student has this issue. We can go and talk to someone. We can go and talk to someone. We have access to everybody. So if you are in the union and you hold a position like this, you can meet anyone. So automatically you're a strong voice. Literally, you're the strongest voice for the students. And we intend to harness that to the best of our abilities and make sure the students' problems are being heard. Then we have data and knowledge-driven advocacy. This means we have because sometimes before you have to make sure you have the relevant information and the right information. We intend to digital services, bees where you can come in, send out surveys for people to write out their problems, a place where people can send in their complaints. You understand? That way we can reach them better. Because there might be people who they don't live close by, they have issues, they don't know how to contact you. But if you have a place you can always go to have to lay out your concerns, that's something. Another thing on the agenda is prompt response to problems. So when you do give your problems, you should know that we would respond immediately. The intention is to serve the mandate of students. So there is that. We have sports and extracurricular activities. Normally in the union, we have what is it called? Football tournament. But when I was in Nantes 2 years ago, we had this comrade sports activity. There was football, there was badminton, there was volleyball, there was basketball. I want that for CIU too. Let us all be able to do other things, participate in. It's not everyone that can play football. And then we want women to come out too. Let's all, because we're here for school, yes, but the goal is to earn a lot too in terms of skills, the knowledge we can have, and health. That brings me to the next thing on our agenda, health, advocating for healthcare, physical healthcare and mental healthcare. A lot of people are unaware of what they can gain from their residence permit, like the full body checkup you can have at Hasene. People have been paying residence permit for years and they don't even know they can get that. They are unaware of the issues they have. People now are coming with diabetes, high blood pressure, and it's coming from a shocking place. They don't know that there's a place they can go to gain a free checkup. And again, sporting assists with that. Being physically fit is vital. We all know that. We're too young to be acting like we're old. We're too young to be breaking our backs on stairs. And what I've mentioned that. Women empowerment. Women empowerment, that includes bringing a space for women to be able to, a safe space for women to be able to and express themselves. And I feel like having the say and do more. So there is that as well. Another thing on our agenda that isn't even on our 10 main agendas is having a strong community. Because we Nigerians here, as you've mentioned earlier, we have the largest number in CIU. But unfortunately, we have communities, but not together. Like there are strong communities, but not together. We find maybe people from tribes sticking to each other, people of gender sticking to each other. We want a place where everyone can meet everyone and know everyone because we only have each other here. Nigeria is not just a land, it's a people, and we are the people. We can't say Nigeria is back home. Even Nigeria is here because we are here. So the goal is to bring us all together, have unity. Automatically, we'll be able to solve things if we are together. If we have a strong force, I don't suppose we'll be in a situation where this or that or this or that will be happening. For example, if we have like a strong community where most of us know each other, we know how to see each other and this and that, small issues like all these agent issues or agents in terms of housing and all of that that would be cheating people would reduce because we all know each other. We know you, we know what you can do. We know what you're capable of. People wouldn't be blinded by, okay, I don't know this person. I just heard about them. I think they're good. But if we are all together, people can watch out for each other. the people that intend to do things wouldn't have these people, you understand? And people will be there for each other too, correcting each other, guiding each other. You'd find new students misplaced. They don't know where to go. They don't know where this building is. Would have orientations, get to know each other, get to know the school, and things like that. I think I might have mentioned that. I think I've mentioned it all. Yes, I wasn't counting. I should have been counting.
Oh, very nice ideas. But
Yeah, so
there is one thing missing in your point, which I think we need to take critical look at. Like the way the world is going now, we are in tech world, and
okay.
people are using the availability of technology to leverage their life on daily basis, and people are developing their lifestyle on that. Politically
Mm.
speaking, maybe when you get there and part of what you have, do you have any plan that has to do with spreading technology across the Nigerian students, looking at how
Yes, yes. I think I didn't initiatives, tutoring to assist with IT because yes, as you mentioned, we're leading towards the world is going towards iTech. Uh, we have the while back, we had this and more for us to do. Last summer, we had iTech program, an iTech program. You know, OMEC technology.
Yeah.
Perhaps you haven't. Yes, over summer, we had a 2 weeks program for iTech in school. We're holding it at Amphi 3. You'd come in, learn about graphic design, learn about programming, and all the iTech related things. We had it when you're done, you get a certificate. Yeah, so something like that. We intend to push more for things like that so that people can earn more digital knowledge. Because a lot of times you see it's only people that are in iTech related courses that are willing to learn it. Because we don't we don't just intend to make, if we see a course coming up, we let people know, okay, this course is coming up, join in, it's a free course, join in, learn this, learn that, learn this, learn that. You understand? These are all things we intend to put out on our website, get people to
fantastic.
earn more
Yeah,
digital.
well,
Um,
fantastic.
okay, looking at what has been going on campus, there have been a lot of talks among the students that there's a conspiracy among those that are contesting for one or two positions in the NSU. So some students are like, why is it now it's something of a party or it's still individual? Because some students were like, the past election or the past um people that has come into the NSCCIU, they come in as an individual who contested alone. But what we're having today now, we have something like the rebate team, like a group of people now coming together to come and contest for some certain posts, the president, VP, and the secretary. We have the rebate team. We also have the one that is being headed, the presidential candidate, Manuela Imo. We have another one. Then we also have some individuals that are also contesting as an individual, which they don't have anything. They only contest for the particular position they feel they are fitting for. So do you have anything to say about what the students are thinking about the conspiracy that is going on among the contestants?
In the constitution, there's no place, sorry. Uh, so the constitution didn't state it has to be an individual or it has to be a team. The reason why we decided to come out as a team is because we share the same interests. The goal is to serve the students. And then we were thinking, or we were hoping rather, it would be the start of having a strong Nigerian students community in CIU. We weren't intending for people to think differently. We weren't even, honestly, I wasn't even aware of such conspiracies. All I was thinking was, okay, people are going to see this and see it as an opportunity to come together better. Because I feel like we are here, but we don't really know each other. People are staying outside, people are staying in school, you hardly see people, they just come out, go to class and this and that. But if they see, okay, there are people who are coming together and even deciding to be a team, perhaps I could join this community. Perhaps there's a community out there that I could learn from. So the aim is to have a strong Nigerian community. And we felt that was the starting point for it.
Yeah. Okay, now let's look at the issue of diversity and inclusivity. Yeah, looking at Cyprus in general first, we have a lot of diversity, people from different region, from different um, background and tribes. Now, coming back to CIU as a whole and the Nigerian students in CIU, we have some diversity. So we have people from the Yoruba tribe, the Hausa, the Igbo, Fulani, and the likes. So now, how do you want to ensure that the diverse voices and need of students are considered in your decision making? And then what step will you take to promote inclusivity and diversity on campus?
Okay, so I believe this has already started from the campaign because when we go to campaign to people, we meet people from different regions, different tribes, different states, people that states maybe that I've never really met anyone from, I just know the state. So we're already seeing people, we're already talking to people. And when we go to campaign, we don't just say, oh, this is our plan for people, so we want you to come and vote for us. We say this is our plan for people and we can't do without you. We would love for you to join us. So one of the ways is by campaign already, whether we win the selection or no, a lot of people are aware of NSU. They're aware of the Nigerian union and community we have that they could be a part of. It's open to all. Another way we intend to do this is because before people join the union themselves, they have to know about it and they have to have interest in it. So we want to have orientation, not just new student orientation, but for people that are already here, orientation for NSCCIU, to let them know what it is about, to let them know it's for everyone. And of course, we can't force people from tribes who don't want to be there. But we are hoping if people hear about it, know about the union, see what that they can all be a part of it, and perhaps there's something they can gain from it too in terms of better livelihood in the on the island, they would join in. So that is one of the ways we intend to do it. And having cabinet members from different sides, of course, it's not your region that determines what position you get. It's your capacity. But we are hoping we meet people from different sides who have the capacity to serve and be a part of the union and, do stuff. Personally, what I've been doing since is like we had Nigerian nights. This not this Nigerian night, the last Nigerian night. Abdullah and I, perhaps you don't know Abdullahi. He was a comrade there with me. We were the ones that hosted the Nigerian night, and I wore a traditional wear for the Tiv tribe. Do you guys know the tribe, Tiv?
From Benue State.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I wore it. Like, I've always been interested in different cultures, and I feel like people should know more about other cultures. And everybody's like, "Oh, is this from your tribe?" I'm like, "No, it's just a different tribe." What tribe is it, team? And they're like, "Oh, they don't know it." Honestly, I was really shocked. I thought we all knew this tribe. You know, the Nigerian nights before that, I wore Yoruba wear because I'm like, let's all get to know each other's cultures. We don't have to leave the country to see the beauty we have in Nigeria. We could literally start within ourselves. So even by things like that, during the Nigerian night as well last year, because that was the one I actively participated in, we bought Hausa wear, Fulani wear for non-Hausa and non-Fulani people to wear, need people to know more about the culture. So things like that. Things like that's also another way to bring in diversity, let people feel included in the union.
Now, how do you ensure accountability, transparency if elected? Because you are going to have huge amount of duty on your neck, and people will still expect feedback from you. And it's only take the grace of God to win an election or to aspire and get to the seat. And if it happens to you, how do people ensure that this person is like it is trustworthy, like you can trust him and you can entrust him with uh, our resources, and she's not going to disappoint us?
Okay. So when elected, to ensure accountability, the Constitution actually states that one has to hold a general meeting every semester. So if I am elected, definitely I would stick to that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call. I apologize. So yeah, the general meeting is a place to hold people in power accountable for this thing. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why it's even in the Constitution, to know what we've been up to and to give your concerns, to hold us accountable for whatever it is you feel like you need to communicate to. And of course, we are open. Our numbers are open. Our Instagram pages are open. Facebook open. WhatsApp open. You could always call, meet someone. You see me in school. You see me on the way. You want to. Maybe there's a problem. You feel like I haven't addressed. Fatima and Gimba, this has been going on. What are you guys doing about it? I'll let you know. Okay, we have done this. We've done that. No, we've not done this and this and that. You're very open. You're very free to say I'm displeased. It's not a situation where okay, someone is up there and can't say anything to them. No, we're all students. And I was the one that said, I'm going to come out here and serve. So you have every single right to stop me anywhere. Hey, unless when I'm eating, of course, I might choke. But yeah, general meetings is the best way, I believe, to ensure that. And then, of course, we intend to keep people updated like we normally do. On Instagram, we let people know, okay, this is what we've been doing. We'll be holding Instagram lives. This is what we've been doing. This is what we've been up to. This is what we've achieved. This is what we've earned. Like that, like that, like that.
Quick one. I have two questions.
And we're open to other
I have two
okay.
questions for you regarding your response to my last question. Is it that you are forming a new community and creating like another social media platform because you are the co-convenant of Students Rebate NSU? I don't know if I'm so sure about that, but you are one of the co-convenant of that. And you know the NSU already had their social media platforms. So is it that you are going on that verge of your own rebate agenda, or you will continue with the previous government and follow their layout in your administration? That is, if elected.
So now for the rebirth team is literally a campaign. It's also a way for people to know NSU.
So after the election, the wave of the rebate is going.
We're not deleting the page, but it's there.
Now, my second question is that
we're not going to turn it into.
You said something like Congress or convention will happen in every general meeting. Isn't that too short to have a cordial relationship with lots of people? Are you open for constitutional amendments if elected? That's my second question. I want you to just respond to those two questions shortly, then we can move on.
Okay. So for the general meeting, of course, when we have the general meeting, it has to be a general meeting. But then we are going to hold other events. We are going to hold other things like the symposium. People can come in there and say their problem, but it's not called a general meeting. You understand? But the general meeting would still be there too. It's not just to wait till the general meeting before anything happens. No, things could also happen before then, but then the general meeting will hold. You understand? And your second question, sorry, what's your second question?
Constitutional amendments.
Oh yes, if we see the need to, we will. Perhaps if we are working and we see that something is getting in the way, or this is not serving students the best way, then we will do it. Whatever is best for the students, that's the goal.
Are you also willing to cooperate with the relevant agency of the host community, like the Cyprus people that welcome us in Cyprus?
Of course.
If there is a call and urgent attention that demands that you have to alliance with them and do things properly to get justice for some things and to make things work out? Are you willingly? And apart from that, how about collaboration with other nationality on campus who are from other countries and their ESCOs, if there is going to
Mm.
be a smooth relationship as regards to that? And the school itself, CIU, and the stakeholders of NSU, are you willingly to extend your olive branch to them and make everything work effectively as it ought to be? That is if elected.
Yes, definitely, because we can't do this alone. First of all, we have the stakeholders to, these are people with experience, people that have been in positions we are aspiring to be in. So we can't do this without them. Definitely. The school itself, the goal is to make students' lives better in the school. So we can't exclude the school in that. We intend to use any legal means necessary to make sure that students are heard and justice is served in case of any situations, to collaborate with foundations like Voice, Cyprus, Medi Foundation to make sure that students have the best life they can over here. We don't intend to do it alone. We can't do it alone. We need the people, the students themselves, the stakeholders, the school, the government, and all these other organizations. We intend to use any means we can, any means at our disposal, any resource we can reach out to. We intend to do that. Because again, to achieve the best, you have to, open up, open up, open up.
I guess my colleague have a question I want to ask.
Yeah, I think there was a question we didn't remember to ask, and I think we should have asked that from the beginning. So looking at the student president post, what inspired you or what gave you the inspiration to run for that particular position?
Honestly, I didn't intend to do this from the beginning. I had taken a break from the union actually last year. After the Nigerian nights, I took a break. I was like, I need a break from all of this. I need to focus more. I had project that semester, all of that. I genuinely wasn't thinking I was going to come back to the union. Then election was coming closer. And then I get people call me, Fatima, aren't you going to run for this? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not in the union anymore. Of course, you can never not be a comrade. And I'm willing to assist in whatever way possible. That's what I'd say. I'm willing to assist in whatever way possible. If there's something you feel I can help with, I am open to helping with. But I don't think I'm going to go for this. Then people kept talking, kept talking, kept talking. Then I said, at least let me think about it. I'd call my dad. I told him this is what is going on. He said, if people feel like you have something to offer them, then think about it. And I thought about it, thinking, what could I possibly offer? What could I possibly do? Yes, I've been in a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, but I never did it alone. Then I was led by a friend of mine that even when you go in, you're not going to do it alone. But if you do still feel like you really want to help students like you've always felt, then go for it. Do it. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. When I accepted that I was going to do this, I didn't even have confidence in myself like that. I was just hoping the fact that I genuinely did want to help students would just take me somewhere. Then I started meeting people, meeting people. Then I met my team. And I was like, you know what? There are people who actually want to do things. There are people that actually want to see change. And I would love to be a part of this. When I joined NSU, I joined 2020. And the reason why I joined was because when I came, I was still in school. All my housemates, my classmates, few of my classmates were Nigerians, but my housemates were from other countries, Congo, Gambia. I don't no Nigerians around me. And when I heard there was Nigerian student union, I was like, we have like Nigerians, and we can all talk to each other and all of that. I was genuinely so excited. And I don't know, at some point, I guess I remember that the excitement of being a part of a community. And I was like, okay, I would do this. If there is something I can offer to people, if there's a change I can make in any way possible, perhaps if I can't bring new things, if I can stop old things, then I'm going to do my best. With people around me, I will do my best. So yes, that is why I
Yeah,
decided.
okay. That's actually a nice one, and it's actually good that you took the bold courage to come and make impact and changes in the community, in the Nigerian community of the school. Now, looking at a lot of challenges the students have been facing, which one of these challenges do you see as the most significant challenges that the student currently face at Cyprus International University? And how do you plan to address them once you have been elected as the president?
Okay, so personally, I would say something else is it, but lately the complaint has been buses. The bus situation is terrible. And like you mentioned, yeah, what relationship do we want to have with other communities, countries, and other country unions to put pressure on the school, put pressure on the school. Because if we go alone, they'd say, oh, okay, if it is bus, we've heard about it. But if we do others know this bus situation is getting, you go sitting with school, we set a meeting in school. Let's say Gambian students, this thing, Sierra Leone, Zimbabwe, all of us decide, avoid Cyprus even, because it's people from every school that comes in there now. We decide, okay, this week, this particular week, let's all set a meeting with the rector and we'd all discuss the same situation because it's not something we can do alone. Because it's not only Nigerian boss, that's why we can't really have the big impact we want. Egyptian society, Iranian society, we all decide, let's go to the school and talk to them. The school actually doesn't really encourage, or they don't really like to see stuff like that. I'm saying this from my previous experience. They feel as though we're going to attack them. But if we talk one-on-one with each other, okay, I'll go today, you'll go tomorrow. We won't be like we came together. It's just be like, this is getting out of hand. I believe that alone will push the school to uh, fix the situation because it is really getting out of hand. Aside from people fainting, women are also getting harassed. That's something. And another issue, oh, okay, you asked for one, sorry. Sorry.
That's for the
Okay.
campus problem that you
Oh,
want to solve when you get there. But me, I have two problems that I want you to talk about. How do you address issue of scholarship and deportation by the country for many Nigerian students who willingly to come to Cyprus to study, but they did not get the access. And again, most of them pay past payments for the institution, of which after they get deported, they lost interest and the money is gone. Do you have a pattern in which you can address that? And if you have one, if you have any idea as regards to solving such problem, I want to have your view.
okay. So definitely an issue like deportation is not something only NSU can handle. And this is something we've been dealing with, even with the press conference we had last year with Voice. Perhaps you guys might have seen it. It was published on their newspapers. We sent it out on the internet talking about this deportation situation. We don't see it getting better. And of course, we can't promise that we're going to make it stop, but we intend to try, working with all the necessary organizations, NANS, other schools, unions, Voice Cyprus, Medi Foundation, and we are trying our very best. We intend to really try our very best because we don't actually even have to be in the position to do it. We are trying our very best to get the Nigerian government to, you know, look more into it, do something about it. Because I feel one thing that would stop us from getting all this treatment is if the Nigerian government shows that we matter, if they put importance to us, then automatically it will put us in a safer place with these people. So we intend to put all the stops we can to see how we can help with that.
About scholarship.
Oh, right, scholarship. So, for scholarship, if the school gives scholarship, normally, from what I do remember, is they give it for new students. They give it for new students that are coming, but we intend to encourage them to give it to existing students too, because you'd find people who have high CGPAs, but then they can only take one course or two courses a semester because they need accommodation as well. They need this as well. So we want to compile a list of people, try to get to reach out to people. Okay, if you have this, first we have to talk to the school. Obviously, we talk to the school, let them know this sort of thing, and get NANS to join us too, because NANS is a very strong organization and they're going to listen, talk to the school, encourage and convince them to give it to existing students so that they can be able to graduate peacefully. Then we can reach out to students. Okay, these are people that are here. These are people that are here. How many semesters do you have? How long have you been here? What is your CGPA? You know, encourage all of that. And if we are fortunate enough to have a lot in our trust fund, we intend to use that to assist people too.
How do you
Still on this issue of scholarship.
how do you ensure, sorry, Kolawole, how do you ensure the administration under your umbrella we have good finance, raise enough fund to have a sustainable administration?
Okay, so as I stated earlier, we intend to pull out all the stops, get the government to give funding, get the stakeholders to assist in any way they can, collaborate with non-government organizations, NGOs, because there are NGOs that give free healthcare, free this, free that. Perhaps there are even some that give money. Try to get from anyone. Try to get from anyone. And with the trust fund situation too, including the food basket, it doesn't necessarily have to be from all these people. Even students can contribute. Let's say you have food stuff you want to give and contribute into the food basket. You can bring it in. If you have money you want to contribute into the union, you can bring it in as well. If you have clothes for people that don't have it, you can bring it in as well. It's open for not just these big people out there, us ourselves to help each other. Because again, the goal is to make sure Nigerian students here have the best stay possible, at least as best as we can ensure with the power we're given.
Okay, I wanted to ask something concerning the scholarship, but I think I'll save that for later. Let's talk about the student engagement and activities, right?
Okay.
So like we know we have some student club and extracurricular activities. But then today we are not finding most of Nigerian students in that clubs or partaking in that extracurricular activities such as the robotics team, the medical team, and the likes. So how are you going to encourage, or how will you encourage the students to partake in this kind of event? And how do you plan to work together with them so they can see the benefit of them doing this particular thing? And then are there specific event or program that you hope to introduce to enhance student life, aside from the one that are in your plan or agenda?
Okay, so concerning, are you guys hearing me? Because I can hear myself while I talk. Like it's repeating back to me.
We can hear you.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay, it's not doing anymore. The first one is about encouraging people to join sports, sorry, the clubs. So, we had this club, this thing earlier earlier this month, was it or last month, for joining the clubs and this and that. So while that was happening, we'd actually see Nigerian students and be like, oh, are you Nigerian? Yeah. Why don't you join a club? Why don't you look into this club? We are not yet in power, obviously, but we're here to help people. Why don't you join this? Why don't you join that? But when we do get empowered, what we intend to do is utilize, again, as we said, we're heading towards digital world, utilize all these things to advertise it. Okay, the clubs, this thing is coming on. Go and join. This is what you gain from that. This is it that you gain from that. This is that you gain from that. Oh, is it a certificate you get? Or the transcripts, this thing, what is it called? There's this thing that they give you now when you perform extracurricular activities. When you come to graduate, they give it to you. I can't remember what it's called. Yes, we encourage
Yeah,
people the
what the name
importance of
I know what you're talking about.
yes, yes. So the importance of having something like that on your CV, because most times, from what I've seen, when you tell people that CV, it moves them. Having things like this on your CV is vital. If you get a paper like that from the school saying you've been engaged in all of this, it will definitely move people. When we hold events we state these things more on our pages. We say it more. When we meet people, we say it more. Just make people see
But
the
still on it. Sorry, before you move ahead, still on it. A lot of people will actually be moved by all these benefits and the likes. But then when we talk about the challenges they might face or what they are going to go through before they can achieve this success. Now, for example, let me use myself as an example now. Last year I was opportune to join the robotics team. And
Yes.
then when we joined, we were up to like 80 something in number that we joined, and we had about 30 something Nigerians among us. But today, as I speak, we are just having 4 Nigerians remaining in the club. Because when we move on, definitely success is not attained by a platter of good. We have to strive, face a lot of audios, challenges, but we have to like keep moving. So a lot of people were baffled about all these challenges we face on the way, and they like just drop out. Is there any way you could or anything you could bring on board to encourage them, to push them through those challenges so that they can actually get through the success? Because the school is giving a lot of opportunities. We were opportunity to go to Istanbul last year to represent the school in a robotics competition. This kind of opportunities, the school have it for students. And how do we want Nigerian students to dominate these opportunities? And then, if we're able to dominate this, even the country they'll be eager to even bring Nigerian students and allow them to study, because what we are making name, we're actually making name for the country itself and not just for us as an individual and our country as a whole. So how do you intend to encourage students through these challenges that they are going to face when they join this club before achieving the success?
Okay, so one of the ways to encourage people is by celebrating those who have achieved. If someone achieves something and you go, okay, we're celebrating this person, we post the person, we honor the person, other people see it and they get moved. Like when this 19-year-old did her M farm and then she did her D farm too. A lot of people were like, oh, okay, she's just 19 and she did this. So many people are doing it. Even I am doing it. You understand? So one of the ways to get people encouraged to join all of these things and push through is by celebrating the achievements of others. And when we have events or when we have mostly our events or on our websites and all of that, we let people know. Again, you really can't have everything easy. And I think we all know, but as we say in Islam, a reminder benefits someone who actually wants it. Sometimes we forget. For you to be able to handle responsibility, you actually have to be able to handle responsibility. You can't just expect that you know how to do it without having the responsibility itself or even learning it. People that do it, they don't just do it. They have to, pass through stages. And when we get other people who have achieved to come and talk and express and express the challenges that they've encountered in all of the things that they've been through, it will make people feel I'm not alone. Sometimes I feel people feel they're the only ones experiencing what they're experiencing. That is why they have to pull back. But if they know others are with them in this struggle too, it brings, I think it encourages people more. Again, bringing us back to having a community. If we have a community where people express, people would feel more comfortable and, people would feel more comfortable being vulnerable. Because people are like, okay, I don't think I can do this, I'll pull back. But if you see someone else that feels that way, but is also thriving, you would also go, okay, I can do it too. I can do it too. We don't intend to just make it seem like everyone is doing it overnight. We have to let people know the struggles are there. Even as a union, normally what we do is when we've achieved something, let's say we've been meeting the director for a problem, we meet, go early in the morning, this and that. People don't know about that. All they see is, yes, women empowerment scholarship. And it now seems like we just went one day and got it. That's not it. But carrying people along on the struggle, make it, okay, nobody actually just gets it like that. You actually have to put the effort.
We have
So
less than 9 minutes left, and I still want us to touch on so many things. I have like 3 features which I will, politics is a game of calculation. What will you intend to do if things did not go in your way? I want to have your view of regards to that. Are you sitting on utmost desperation that it is by fire by force I have to be the NSU president? And let's say if your views are not taken by many Nigerian students, which they will go to the poll by Tuesday to elect their next ESCO, if the general decision did not go in your way, are you willing to work with anyone that will be elected if you are not the one?
Okay, so honestly, no, it's not do or die. I've been saying it before, and when I meet people, they keep telling me, Fatima, you should know this is not do or die. And I know, and I keep telling them, I know it's not do or die. I'm here because I intend to make a change. But if I don't win, and this is what I pray for. If I'm going to do better, I hope I win. If someone is going to do better than me, then I wish them the best of luck. You understand? Because you can think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but someone else could do better than you. So I have no animosity towards maybe my opponents or this or that, because I believe we are all here because we want to serve the students. Just because I'm not the one there doesn't mean I should forget why I'm here. Because if I was coming for just the presidency, then for sure you'd say, I'm mad. But then I'm here for the students, just like how the others are here for the students. So no, it's not a problem for me. If I do not win, I don't intend to work with the others in the capacity of maybe their executives, but I intend to work with them as someone who has experience and someone that they can talk to at any point. Let's say if you need me in a place or you need me for this and that, yes. But like actively being in the cabinet, I don't suppose so, no.
So, if you are not in the cabinet, let's say the election did not go in your favor, and you were being called to come and serve as a member of the cabinet, and you boldly reject, don't you reason it that it's going to be like an opposition?
Yeah, I know people are going to think it that way, but let's say I'm given an appointment to be okay, this and that, this and that. I'm going to see the capacity I'm being given, and if I believe that I can deliver in that capacity, I will take it on. If I believe I can't deliver in that capacity, I will let them know. Again, like I told you, even though we took a break from me, I took a break from the union. It doesn't mean that I'm not still out here trying to do things my own way. You understand? So it's not, let's say I'm giving sports director. I think it would be unfair to the students if I take it.
Sorry,
You understand?
another one. I
Mm,
I followed you on social media, and I've been able to understand some of your steps. You
mm,
have your own factional league to get into office. Like, you are contesting for president, you have somebody closer to you that want to be the vice president, another person closer to you that is hoping to take the seat for the general secretary, and you have some
mm.
controversial individual in your league. Is it not that you are going there to like dig ditch for the present administration, because there are some individual in your league that they are not in good time with the present administration? Is it that you
So
are
the thing,
going, your aspiration is to fight back and to just open things that people meant to be in secret?
okay. So concerning this, and when people talk to me, I tell them to the personal issue my team member would have with somebody else is personal. Emphasis on the fact that it's personal. It's not about me. It's not about Nigerian students. It's not about all of that. It's personal. So there's that.
Why,
And no, we
why,
don't.
why would you take people that have personal grudges against an administration that is outgoing? Don't you think
First,
such is unpolitical
there is the part of
and give
unpolitical,
a
and there's
kind of
also
discredit to your good plans and what beautiful agenda that you have for the Nigerian students? And if the individual that is strongly connected to you have personal grudges with the outgoing administration, don't you think it's going to give you a kind of discredit?
I agree to be team member a team member with my team members because of their interest to serve Nigerian students, because of their capacity to serve Nigerian students, because of what I know they can contribute to Nigerian students. That's why I keep emphasizing on the fact that the personal problem is a personal problem. If you are going to come to what they can do for Nigerian students, you can dig anywhere. I know they can. And again, the goal is to serve Nigerian students. People might have personal issues, and you can't control people. You can't control anybody, and I have no intention to control anybody. But my goal is to make sure we serve Nigerian students. And that is what we are sticking by. That is what we intend to do. We can't make people think differently. We can't make people think how we see things how we see things. But we hope that they listen. We hope that they listen to us. I didn't, it's not this agenda I have, I didn't set it alone. I did it with my team. We did it together. You understand? And anyone that brings a point has a reason why they brought the point. I want us to do this because I feel like this is how we can do that. This is how we can do this. And then make the others understand in the team. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, I think we can do that. We can do that too. We can do that too. You understand?
How do you ensure you are going to win? Because if you are wasting your resources, wasting your using your energy to bring about beautiful ideas, and you are not working in
Hello?
that path to win an election, so I really want to know your struggle on how to win the election, because in 3 days now, the election will be determined. Maybe it's going to be in your favor or it's going to be in the favor of another person. How do you ensure that the election
Can
outcome
you
is
guys
going to
hear me?
favor you? Are you with me?
I think our network is lost.
Oh. And we have just few minutes left. Less than one. Are you with us?
She's back, I think.
Sorry. I think my internet, sorry.
Okay. It's happened. We
No
just
problem.
have like 1 minute left, and I want you to
Okay.
address two questions. Please,
Okay.
how do you ensure that you are going to win the election? Because you cannot be using your resources, wasting your energy, and you don't have a certain thing that the election is going to be in your favor. I want you to talk about how you mobilize people that the elections will be in your favor. Just in 30 seconds, I want you to give a response to that. Then my colleague has a question for you that will be the wrap up of everything. Thank you. Our internet lost again. Yeah, she's not with us. She's not with us. I think with what we've been able to hear from her, we can end it now because we just have like some seconds left. And as he was unable to answer the questions that I have, maybe some other time. Me personally, I wish her best of luck. Election is just Chinese.
Yeah, I also wish her best of luck.
Yeah, the election is just.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but we are about to now.
Can hear you, but we have
Because
time limited.
the time
So
we have.
we
Oh,
get a catch up
So,
that time,
yeah.
and
So
we hope to see you.
sorry.
we wish you best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you
So
so much.
we are open to follow up with the election, and that's just it.
And we hope to catch you more on our interview.
All right. Thank you so
Or
much.
ourselves.
Thank you for having me.
We still reach out to you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.